parties?
Because I'm awkward.
Oh, people! Yes, things are going to be a little bit different today. As a matter of fact, because of, about a bit late, sorry about being late, but I know a lot of people really that the color's going away. Classic mode, y'all, because, well, let's just say Photoshop fucked up and I'm just bad at it. I don't want to admit to that, but that is the case. But it is a midweek chat attack. Ganja Guru, Allie in the house.
I swear to God, that sounds like the Powerpuff Girl intro.
I don't.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I never watched Powerpuff Girls, so let's not. Let's.
Man, if you never watched the Powerpuff Girls and you did that shit on your own, man, that's some great shit.
Thank you.
It's a good show. I recommend everyone go watch the Powerpuff.
Of course you would recommend watching that fucking horse shit, dude. God damn, you fucking suck.
You haven't seen it, man. This is like New Year pizza all over again.
Okay, can we now bring up? I want to tell you guys, but I did have fucking pizza. Okay, all right. You want to know? I had the fucking New York pizza. You guys weren't there.
2 months after we've been bitching at you, so you didn't eat the pizza. You just magically ate the pizza and didn't tell anybody. Okay.
It got delivered 12 hours away, bro. It was recent.
Man, fuck you guys. And look at her. She's getting ready to whip my ass. She's like, you know what?
I'm thinking you shit leave.
No, man, but no, people, we are here. It's a Midweek Chat Attack, and yes, things are a little bit, very, wow. Those are two things that are not the same thing, that they can't exist at the same time. Yeah, I know, right? No, people, this is a little bit different because of the fact that Photoshop, yes, it did fuck up today. I fucked up today, and yeah, it's just the way it is. So it will not be like this in the future, but that's why we're doing the black and white thing, because it is classic. It's an MCA classic. It will not look like this again. So looking at it now, enjoy it. Go, oh, I like this great moment right here. But this shit will be gone. I'll delete it. I'll kill it. I'll burn that motherfucker. But Mr. Ganja Guru, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine. What the fuck is wrong with you, mister? I'm setting shit on fire.
Well, because fucking Photoshop.
We're gonna burn this shit down. Come on, let's burn this motherfucker.
And I feel like just like Pookie in the background. I'm like, bitch, I work here. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'll burn this motherfucker down, okay? I'm sorry, man. I'm mad at Photoshop. Adobe, you guys fucking suck. God damn it. Anyways,
hey,
people.
All I know is Windows Movie Maker's always been good to me.
Okay, that's not Adobe. And two, it was not good to you because they stole your money.
Hey, man, I don't know who I got it from. They just gave me a proper working software, right?
Oh,
to
man.
this day, I still don't know who you gave the money to. I don't know how that transaction happened at all.
It doesn't matter who I gave the money to, Alan. It's just they gave me a product in exchange. I didn't get robbed.
You did get robbed because that shit is free. And they
it wasn't free on my computer. I didn't fucking have it.
You know, you just couldn't find it. The search tool, sir. Use it.
It wasn't there.
I don't know, Ganja. I've had to help you with a lot of computer stuff, man. I think you fucked up, dude.
All I know is Anthony and 90s try to help me find that bitch. And by like an hour or two in there, 90's like, well, I guess you didn't pay for it, Ganja. Shit.
I'll get 90s because 90's really good. But Anthony, come on, man. We know he ain't good for computers, man.
You make it sound like he's like illiterate at the computers, man. Like he starts like a third world every time he tries to type something.
Well, the thing is, well, no, I know you guys are gonna keep going back and forth, and that's cool. But I just gotta make sure to let people know what's even going on right now because we're I almost kicked you out of the fucking call. Sorry about that, Ganja Guru. As you can see in the very bottom there. Don't do it. And yes, even Adrian, she doesn't know shit about computers. And by the way, this is a YouTube chat. Hello. Well, shit. Okay.
That's more like the MCA logo, but
there it is.
There's the YouTube
chat. We'll make it up.
That was so great timing to me. We fucking had up. But anyways, people, yes, here we are. It's a YouTube chat. Voila, we didn't forget y'all. And even Adrian saying, yeah, she had a Movie Maker for free. So come on, man, explain that. She's not fucking like a computer tech.
I bought it from Alienware. They ripped me off. I don't fucking know.
Oh, Alienware ripped you off? Really?
Oh, don't you start. I'm happy with my shit, motherfucker. And I got
it. Yeah, you're happy that you paid, that you've admitted that you paid like 3 times as much for a computer that's a little bit better, except for one part.
No, that's not the case. You pay when you buy a computer that's already made for you. You have to pay for labor because people who work for money, you have to supply them so they can make the shit and actually have a job and feed their families.
You're right. You're right. Labor and parts that cost a lot of money. Hey, Ganja, how much did you spend building your PC when you went to Micro Center and paid them to build it for you?
You know what, Alan, Nick, I don't know why you guys are arguing labor, because in the end of the day, we all know Alan doesn't tip, so he doesn't respect labor anymore.
Oh, damn!
Call me out, man.
That was a
Hey, man,
headshot, dude.
I'm gonna make you start tipping one way or fuck another, Alan.
Yeah,
Damn,
Alan
Alan got mad at your ass for not tipping.
She left me too. Why?
I know Allie's just like, hey, you want tip, motherfucker? Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't defend you.
Ellie,
That's really shitty,
coming
man.
for me.
That's really awful of you, Alan. I don't know why you're like that. But
No, I'm not falling for this trap.
Nah, Alan. Nah, it fucking sucks, man. You're an asshole, Alan. Now defend yourself by digging a deeper hole.
Yeah, why do you do that? I mean, I'm just curious. Like, why would you do?
Don't we have a
something
show
so
to
fucked up
run?
like that?
Did you call it? Don't we have something we should be doing?
Don't we
right
got
now?
rules? Don't we got like Facebook pages and some shit?
We do got them, but really quick, I haven't done this in a while because we never really had to with the topics on the side, but I guess I will open up the little browser over here. People. So, it's Midweek Chat Attack. You guys already know that. You guys are on here. You guys are watching it. I'm glad. I'm happy. I love you. Blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, as you can see in the thumbnail, we're talking about fucking Lost Soul Aside. It's this new game that was shown at PlayStation Experience for the PS4. Looks great. Looks like Nier Automata Part 2. We're talking about Ready Player One. Holy shit. Cannot wait for that. And we're talking about Mr. Robot in its 4th season. I don't know a whole lot about that shit, but I know some people are excited. And we might talk about things like, for instance, a certain character from The Walking Dead dying. We're probably going to be talking about fucking... That's the show's not over yet. But we're talking about a lot of things, too. Just a lot of nerdy shit, whatever. So if you guys want to get into the call, let us know. Tell us in the YouTube chat. Tell me on Facebook. And speaking of the Facebook, Ganja Guru, why don't you tell them about that Midnight Chat Attack Facebook, sir?
Yes, sir. As soon as you pull it up so people can see that lovely Facebook page me and Alan worked so hard on, as well as Ali and Nick when they get a chance to get on there as well.
AKA,
now,
we don't do shit yet. But go ahead, Ganja.
Hey, I didn't snitch you out. You snitched yourself out. Anyways, y'all, make sure to go by the Facebook page. We're trying to make sure that you guys can go on there, leave some comments, leave those dank memes, or if you guys want to PM us inside, I think it's a DM box or it's a messenger. It's one or the other. I don't know how it really works, but it's for the page itself. But if you guys do send us a private message, it's okay for all of us to see it. So for your community questions, or if you just want to chat with us, individually and just have us all get on one page, make sure to hit us up on the Facebook page so we know what's up. Also, Nick, what are you doing?
I just wanted to be funny.
That's not funny. That's fecal matter. It's never been funny.
Poopy! Go ahead.
No, I'm done after that. I'm done.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But no, man. But Alan, how do they get into the actual call, man? If we're going to get them into the call, what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to be paying attention to for them to get inside this motherfucker?
Okay, so there are two different chats, the DT and the YouTube chat. With the YouTube chat, if you're able to find either Nick or mine or Ali's or Ganja's Facebook, you just PM us and we'll be able to send you a link through that. In the DT chat, we can directly send you a link. So whatever convoluted manner you manage to get us a message, we will send you a link so you can get into this call.
Oh, man, but the thing is, though, that's not it, because if you get into the call, if you're able to go through all these hoops and obstacles and all this bullshit, like it's a fucking boot camp fucking day or whatever the fuck, if you're able to get in here, there are some rules, because you don't want to make it to the fucking end of the damn thing and then we kick you out. That'd be awful. So, Ganja, why don't you tell them how to avoid that
I don't know.
shit?
Sometimes some great moment of content, we kick your dumb asses out for not following the rules. Anyways, guys, rule number 1, newcomers, join the call first. We're all about those new, fresh smelling faces that we haven't seen in a while or appearing for the first time. So make sure to hit us up in the PM box, Alley Girl, Alan, or me, and we'll get you on the show. Rule number 2, do not talk over. It just sounds bad, and it sounds like Barn Thurtle's having a stroke. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I watch YouTube content. I don't want to hear someone having a stroke over the audio. So make sure not to talk over each other. Rule number 3, please no nudity. This is a common staple with the internet, and as YouTube clamps down more on titties, unless we get a nursery video, there ain't going to be no nipples, guys, so make sure to keep it inside your shirts. Rule number 4, do not give anyone else the link. We have a clan show, and that includes who comes off a certain topic or segment. Hey, I know I said clan show. I fucked up. Ignore it. But we actually have a planned show. So if you give out the link to anyone we don't know, we're kicking you out, and as well as their dumbasses for clicking it. Rule number 5, read the rules. And Alley Girl, I hope your mother ain't there for this.
Don't be a dick.
I really wish you caught her doing the look.
Oh, I know, man. She really looked too. It was great. Yeah, if you guys want to come onto our clan show, we got lots of.
I knew as soon as I said that shit, I was like, oh, Nick's laughing. Fuck, he heard me. Fuck.
The clan show.
What the fuck did I miss?
Dude,
Hey,
Ganja
man,
literally says, hey, if you guys want to come onto our clan show.
Oh God.
We're gonna get the wrong audience for this one.
Hey guys, if
Holy
you want to
shit.
get your white sheets and your white hoods and keep people down,
No, I'm not being a part of this.
Alan's like, not again, not again.
Alan, remember that time you tried to start the white delegation? You went to the wrong white people. That was the problem.
I like how Allie's just like nodding her head like, no, I do not approve.
You
of
can't
this
tell
situation."
people that because they don't know if that part's true, man.
Okay.
Well, you
Tell
want to
them it's
explain
not
to the
true.
people? Because you kind of just made it worse.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's so bad.
it was just a small. I'm not even gonna go into that shit. Fuck that, man.
He's gonna leave it a little more open-ended so it sounds dirty.
God damn. Wait, open-ended so it sounds dirtier. Think about that sentence, sir.
Nah,
Good lord.
just leave it there, man.
Oh my god. But here's the thing, people. There's a couple things we're gonna talk about, and I keep forgetting about this shit. But I'm looking something up on YouTube right now, and I need to discuss this because I actually just gave the link to a fellow toasty right now, and we might be seeing that person coming here soon. But I need to talk about a movie trailer that I'm gonna be completely honest, pissed me straight the fuck off. Ganji, you know what I'm talking about, right, sir?
Is it a certain movie that involves certain matters of fecal or poopy, as you put it?
Halitosis, Legend of Stinkmouth.
Oh,
Legend of
hold on.
Stinkmouth.
For the audience that don't know, me and Nick have already shared this trailer amongst each other, and Alan, I don't know if you've seen it or you and Allie, but Nick, I think we have permission to show this trailer, do we?
Oh yeah, we had permission from one Julian Hemendinga.
All right, so Allie girl, Alan, if you please go to the YouTube stream. We're gonna show you. Matter of fact, just watch it here when we do it on the fucking YouTube, on the Hangouts. This is a great fucking trailer, and I implore all of you all to watch this. The sound.
So really quick, I'm gonna put this over here. Just a typical horror movie, right? You know, a film by Robert J. Mulligan. Oh God, I'm
Third.
scared
The third.
already. The third, yes. Oh, and it gets creepier, people. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, typical making out and behind the scenes. Oh, by the way, we got a guest over here, really quick, before we continue. Julian, are you there, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
Am I
very
correct?
much. Julian Hemendinga.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
So, Julian, feast your eyes. And, I mean,
I've
pun
seen-
intended.
I don't think you want to feast while watching this, but okay.
Yeah, but feast your eyes on this little thing over here, Mr. Sir, because Julian is the person who showed me this. Julian is the person who shared this with me. Horror has a new face, and hopefully it comes up right now because there's a certain part in this trailer that just made me laugh, I will admit. It's not going to come up, is it? Oh, there we go! Yes! And it's not showing it, basically. Horror has a new fucking smell, ladies and gentlemen. Legend of Stinkmouth, Halitosis. They
Fuck
put
that.
Oh,
Just-
look at Ellie's face. Look at that face.
But the movie, you're giving the movie what it wants. It wants you to react like that and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I saw this thing. It was super gross. It was called halitosis."
Man, look. Poop.
And I'm trying to be neutral.
Clearly, you are trying.
Man, so I mean, hey, he's not wrong because that's what people want. I mean, that's the reaction. I guess I'm giving it the reaction that it wants. But at the same time, it drives me up the fucking wall. There it is. Horror has a new smell. That legitimately made me laugh. I was like, funny. But that shit.
What the fuck?
You poo poo.
It's a horror movie, dude.
I don't give a shit. Neither does that was not intentional.
You knew what you were
Clearly,
doing.
this movie gets several
No, I
shits
did not,
Alan.
man. I'm just mad.
Oh man,
You
look
just
at that.
did some marketing for this movie, Alan. Congratulations.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure that you're in a commercial.
It's
Because
gonna
I
be
will
just like
kill
says
you
it
next
was
time
the
I see
shit.
you.
it's gonna be like Grits will watch Mojo.
Exactly. I'm looking over here too. It's just like,
That's essentially shit.
why?
Oh, stop showing that bullshit,
Give
man.
it
brown.
You're being on the underwear. Like the whole thing is like brown and dark, and the whole thing like a fucking Assassin's Creed movie. Like everything's so like in this template.
Don't you dare! I will never defend Assassin's Creed. Don't you dare compare it to this, man.
No, a little bit. That color scheme, a little bit like Assassin's Creed, a little bit. But the
So,
thing is,
Alan,
What
are
are you
saying
smoking
this-
during the fucking showing of Assassin's Creed?
you ever say, Julie?
Are you saying? I was gonna say, are you saying that shit doesn't look like Assassin's Creed?
Oh man, that was bad. That
Now
oh,
in unison, boo this man.
Is this gonna be a bunch of shit puns to this whole
course it
conversation?
is.
No, but I thought that shit came out of an ass. Assassin's Creed. And Alan,
Oh,
you better
ass.
check your math.
I can kick your ass
Don't-
after this call.
double the ass, triple the shit. Because I gotta tell you, what makes this worse is for some reason for me, I don't know what it is, but the underwear, the poo poo in the underwear is what kills me the most. It really drives me.
How
up the
does it kill you the most? nose. You keep pushing it up there like it's part of the movie.
Because I have to. That's important. Come on.
Shit monster with
Important.
underwear dirty.
I don't even know what the fuck. Like, the thing is, though, is like, this is a horror movie. This is a character who's gonna continue doing his fucking thing. Where basically, like, I don't know if he's gonna lose at the end. Stank mouth, ooh, but not just stink mouth, but stank mouth. I like how. Oh, man, I did not see this. Hold on, let me just rewind this really quick. Sorry, you guys can't see it. My bad. Horrible host. Let's rewind this really quick and see this. He's running away. What the fuck is that? Lloyd Kaufman just being Lloyd Kaufman, and that's not Viola Davis, Alan. But oh man, no. But Lloyd Kaufman, if you guys do not know who that is, didn't he do the Toxic Avenger? Like that's what he's most famous for.
Yeah, he's Trauma Films in general. That's his studio.
Yeah, and I don't know how the person that showed you this, I don't know how you got in touch with Lloyd Kaufman. But the thing is,
he's the Spilio. Like, he wouldn't even call himself a toasty. He's someone who I met on the Refugees of Spill Facebook group. And, yeah, right. And he sent me his Grindr account. No, I'm kidding. He was the guy who actually got me into the video game awards. Like, I didn't know him. He's like, he'd been in LA for a couple of years and he's done some stuff. He's just like another person that I've met here, but he's been nice and he's been willing to like help me get some stuff. He hasn't helped me really yet, but he took me to the video game awards, which I'm very grateful for. Yeah. And I told him that like I knew you guys. I'd be like, yeah, I'll show it to them, all right.
Yeah, I'll show it to them, all right. I'll show them some shit.
And yeah, the only thing he said is like, I don't think he really cares what you guys say about it, but just hashtag it halitosis and Legend of Steak Mouth.
Oh man, no, and it's the stinkiest of all mouths.
All the tags we've had in over the 2 years of us doing this, like that's one hell of an interesting tag, ain't it, Nick?
Yeah, no, very much.
I got one interesting fact. Maybe there's another one, but I don't remember it.
I'm afraid about movie facts from a shit movie. All right.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, this is kind of interesting though. You know, Strange Music, Cess Crew.
No, I have no idea.
Two guys.
No, I have no idea.
To Cess Crew. Well, one of the guys from Cess Crew, he goes by Ubiquitous. He's making his acting debut in this movie, and it's a $20,000 movie. Like, I think it looks fine. I mean, it is gross, and I don't want to watch it because it looks disgusting, but I'm going to.
Yeah, and it's just funny because I gotta show you a little something like on the side over here. And maybe we'll watch this trailer right now too. But I'm looking on this side, and Wolf Cop 2. Like I didn't know there's a Wolf Cop 1.
It's just a highly anticipated sequel to the first Wolf Cop.
I saw the first Wolf Cop. It wasn't bad. I kind of liked it. That also was a pretty gross movie. Like they showed you all of the wolf transformation, all of it.
So, yeah. Okay.
Like,
well, shit. Go ahead.
Like wolf penis transformation.
Oh god damn.
Man, I wasn't gonna say it, but apparently wolf dick is a real thing in that movie.
Oh man, wolf cop, wolf dick. Most cops are dicks. So there you go.
Hey, Ali, I bet that would have made Twilight a lot more interesting if they would have been jumping around with some wolf dicks.
Why is she acting like the dick smells bad?
Honestly, I don't know the whole time, and I still don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Man, I gotta tell you, that's a question for your ass. I'm so sorry, but
for this whole segment,
I don't condone any of this. If any future employer sees this, this is not my idea of conversation. I do not support this.
Yeah, the thing is, I think a better and more taggable word to use is ready number 2. Like get Ready Player One, Ready Number 2.
You don't condone that either.
I don't know what's worse, that last trailer or that pun.
That was a great pun, dude. Ready Number 2.
Terrible.
So, Julian, do you think we get the pun master here in the next sequel so we can make this like an anthology series?
No dude, shit. If he makes another one, I can guarantee you I will be in it 100%.
Are you going to be Shitmouth?
I don't know, man. I looked it up, and apparently the director voices that character. So
wait, voices?
He's probably pretty protective of his roles. So I don't know.
No, okay, but let me ask. Protective of his role.
He's really protective of his role as Shitmouth.
Yeah, don't take my character Stank Mouth.
Hey man, I don't think it's glory. Just like he couldn't play the monkey and Monkey with the Gun, he'd keep his fucking poopy hands off that monkey.
Oh God, dude! I swear to God, I'm looking at the chat. Oh, come on, Tay, you gotta give me more than that. Fuck that pun. Come on.
No.
Gary, you can say the Toxic Avenger is his shit. Oh my goodness.
Y'all gonna catch a
Gary
case?
would probably like that movie.
Of course he would. He likes very shitty movies. And I'm not saying like in a pun way. I'm saying like he likes shitty movies, like bad, fucking awful movies. But the thing is though, this shit pissed me off because it's like, once again, dude, and I don't know what it is, Julian. You know, but you liking movies that just they take advantage of having the opportunity. Wait, what happened?
I'm being neutral here. I don't hate this. I don't like this, man. But I'm neutral in this.
You spread the word.
I'm showing you something. I'm spreading the good word of the stank mouth.
There's no good word of the stank mouth.
Don't put this on me.
That's not a thing. There's no good word of the stank mouth, man. Like, I'm sorry, but this is like, you know, like I thought Time Was So was bad, but he never made a movie that is literally about fucking poop mouth, like a monster or a guy running around eating shit, killing people. Like, it's just I don't know. It's awful. I can't. I just can't.
Wait, hold on. I just realized in the trailer that monster is eating like the lower intestine. Is that like so he could eat the shit out of the human body or some shit like that?
Yeah, like a human centipede.
That wouldn't make any sense. It'd be the large intestine, and even then, it not only gets. Oh, why am I describing this?
But it's
yeah.
okay.
I gotta give us the science of steak mouth, Alan. We think the people really
No!
want to hear this.
Yeah. Go ahead, Alan. What do you feel about this, man?
Fucking stupid, man. More movies already going up. We don't need more on top of it.
No, what are you talking about? There's so many great movies. Like, for instance, Shark Exorcist.
Oh my god.
I mean, come on. This is the best shit ever.
This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. This movie's an hour and 20 minutes.
Shark?
Yeah,
no.
You
heard it right.
No, it's actually a shark getting his workout, and the shark's doing P90X.
The fuck do y'all watch on the spare time? Man, I'm glad I'll hang out with y'all in the after hours sometimes.
I'm actually joking about that, but no, it's actually worse. Basically, the shark. Yeah, there you go. They're doing the Linda Blair thing, where basically the shark is taking possession of people, and they need to be exercised, like it's like a demon shark, whatever the fuck. It's awful, and you know, for me, these come out a lot.
Heinz ketchup for blood? What the fuck?
Actually,
I think that's orange paint because Heinz ketchup is still red.
Tomato soup.
That's tomato juice.
Call that shit tomato basil and shit, man.
Basil or basil?
No,
I'm fancy. I put a basil in it.
Chef Boyardee, some of that, like, oh, what is that stuff?
Whatever. Tarantino's blood looks fake as fuck. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Oh yeah, are you comparing Tarantino to Shark
You
Exorcist?
goddamn right I am.
Oh Jesus! That is where lies the fucking problem. Because like, what are you gonna say next, man? Fucking Sky Sharks? Have you ever seen Sky Sharks?
You mean Sharknado? I mean,
no, Sky Sharks.
Movies,
This is.
I'm just saying.
No, he's not kidding. Sky Sharks.
Yeah, it's.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna complain about something in a movie, it has to be an even playing field for movies. Like complaining about the blood there, come on, the blood looked fine.
But here,
all right, what about this shit?
Have you ever bled before? Do you bleed?
Do you bleed?
Are y'all even looking at the screen? Play that shit.
No, because this is amazing to me. Like, you guys are arguing about that shit still, and I'm like, dude, there's a zombies.
Riding a fucking shark in the air?
No, it's zombies on a shark, flying sharks in the air, and there's zombies on them.
And they have missiles.
That's stupid, dude, but it looks fucking awesome. Like, what do you want me to say?
They have
Wait,
missiles?
what?
Are we gonna forget that they have ballistic missiles?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even get to talk about that part. But like, Julian, you're fucking around,
It looks
right?
dumb. It looks dumb, dude. Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna like. I probably won't watch it, but I'm not gonna say that if I did see it, maybe I'd find it entertaining. But definitely not good, dude. It's fucking sharks flying in the air. It's dumb.
Julian, I have this wall that's painted, man. I'm gonna videotape it. I want your review on it.
I mean, dude, like fucking, you know, like Quentin Tarantino has white walls too. Like fucking, hey,
Not even that. This is like some kid's fantasy script you wrote in the 4th grade. Like, yo, then zombies invaded. Not only that, they were right on Jaws.
Sharks, bro.
And then my grandpa was a hero, and me and my grandpa fed off the sharks, and that's what I did for summer.
Oh my god, this is so.
Was that swastika on the side of the plane?
They're also Nazis. Sharks, Nazi sharks, man.
So the sharks are Nazis now. Zihaya. Shit.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, War Machine from the past, man. I swear, like, I can't even.
Nazi flying zombie sharks.
Nazi
Man,
zombies.
I think I found the next
shit out of
hold
that
on.
video though, man.
Alan, hold on, man. I think I found our next viewing party.
I will kill you for that.
Oh my god.
I think I found our next viewing party.
We're not watching this bullshit, man.
We're gonna watch this terrible movie. I think at one point.
Oh my god, they are Nazi zombies. Aww. Okay, see, that looked cool. That looked alright.
Oh, did it?
That looks kind of cool.
Look at that blood. That blood looks so fake.
I mean, it looks alright.
I agree with Julian's inside voice. That shit look fake as fuck.
Shut up. Shut up.
If you won't let me watch Attack on Titan, there's no way we're watching this bullshit.
We don't stop you. We just wait for you to leave, and then we watch Attack on Titan.
But
Every time.
either way, no, people, I just want to let you guys know it is out there. I'm not going to do a whole big old thing. Like, I know I was mad. I'm going to chill the fuck out. But, like, yeah, Hello Toast is Legend of fucking Stinkmouth.
Man, I think at one point we should watch that movie, Nick.
I'm gonna get a copy, I'm sure.
Oh, well.
You have fun with that.
You enjoy that, sir. Gotcha. I don't know if we're ever going to watch that. If we do, we better fucking watch, like, I don't know, fucking Sky Sharks. You know what? I'm sold on Sky Sharks. I like that. You know?
Man, fuck Sky Sharks. I just want to see Alan suffer because I would never forget this motherfucker made me sit through The Happening, which was
boring. Oogie loves, man.
Oogie loves, fuck that. That was a DT event around friends and comrades, man. That was a joyful occasion.
I like how Allie's probably thinking right now, like, man, and I thought I was complaining about Suicide Squad. Like, you just, you know. Oh,
hey,
God.
next time, Alan, finish School Days with us. That way we don't find more bullshit.
Another 5 episodes, and I had an exam the next day.
Oh, my God. But no, man, so, I mean, that's done, right? But now, hey, guys, are you ready for some Ready Player One, man? So,
nope.
Basically, oh, really? Why not? And this is not the new trailer, by the way. I picked the wrong fucking trailer. But Ready Player One, though. You don't like it, and everybody who is normal likes it. So
I don't like it.
You gotta say, it's not that I hated it. I'm just not as impressed, or I'm just not anticipating it. It's just kind of like, okay, and that's it. It kind of just came in and came out type thing.
Okay, so go ahead.
I'm kind of on Alan's side, Nick. And I know you said he's the only one that hates it, but as I see more trailers and hear more about it in the screenshots, I can honestly care less and less about this fucking movie, man.
I'm very surprised.
I was hyped for it when I heard the premise in the book because I know the book is based around a lot more of IP properties in the 80s and 90s. And it interests me. It piqued my idea. Like, I never really read the book or listened to any audiobooks, but I did read the summaries. I did get like little stuff from what 90s and Anthony were really getting out of it. But me personally, man, I really do not like these fucking movies. When it comes to like, oh, check out this reference, check out this reference, check out this reference. I feel like what Alan said earlier when we were hanging out was going to be Easter egg the movie.
Well, I mean, it is. Like, that's the basis of the film, is that you had to go get the Easter egg. I mean, yeah.
I mean Easter egg not in the term of what they're hunted for, like for the get the guys royalties. But I'm talking about just like, this is the movie you sit down with your friends and play a drinking game. How many Sony properties can you find? How many Nintendo properties can you find? How many classic horror villains can you find?
Yeah, and to jump on Ganja's point, like one of the things that I like, even from the first trailer, and like it's like every single character in there that you just see, Harley Quinn, Deadshot walking around, Iron Giant, Freddy Krueger, Chun-Li, all that stuff. Any one of those separate characters, I would rather see a separate property of. But when we see, the big CG battle at the end where all the people are fighting everyone else, it's like what God just said, like, oh man, it's gonna be like I Spy, Tracer, I Spy, yada yada, as opposed to an actual movie about those characters where I'd be more interested in. To me, it's references the movie.
Yeah, Allie, I want to ask you really quick, because I know you and I were hyped for the first trailer in Comic-Con when that came out. How are you liking this now? I mean, are you kind of feeling the way they are, or what?
Yeah, I was really hyped, like you said. The first trailer, I was really excited, but this trailer kind of diminished my excitement a little bit. It doesn't look as, I guess, unique now that I know a little bit more of the context of the story and just the way it's set up. I don't know, honestly, how that's going to go. I don't think it's going to be terrible because it's Spielberg, but at the same time, I'm having a feeling it's just going to be one of those Spielberg films. It's like, well, it's a film. Like, it's a movie. Like AI, artificial intelligence, that's kind of, I don't know why I think that first off, but it kind of reminds me in a way of that. It's just like, the movie was kind of underwhelming. It could have been better. It was based on a book, I believe, right? So it's just like,
Speaking of AI, really quick, Allie, I'm gonna ask your opinion. When you first saw this, did you see this when you were a kid?
See what?
Our AI, artificial intelligence?
No, I actually didn't. I saw it when I was older.
Okay, so you knew that was bad right away.
Oh,
you like it?
I actually love it. no, I do. It's not like, I guess now that I've like watched it more, I'm like, well, okay, it's not as good as like when I first watched it, because I don't know, this is at a time like it got me at the end, and it just made me cry. So I was just like, oh man, this movie, I love it. But afterwards, now thinking about it, I'm like, well, yeah, maybe it could have been better. but yeah. So it kind of reminds me of maybe that's where Ready Player One is gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm actually not surprised from you not liking Allie, because this is guilty of one thing you've been complaining about. I think for now. Yeah, for like a year and a half now, Nick. I don't know if you know this, but like every time we talk about nostalgia being brought up or them rebooting some old shit, Allie's the first one. Do something new. I'm tired of your shit.
Well, I thought the whole premise, like at least from the trailer, the teaser, I was like, okay, this is kind of new. I mean, I haven't really seen this since Roger Rabbit, so it's kind of cool to see like a bunch of newer properties being introduced all into one movie. But now it's just like what the DT guy said. It's like Willy Wonka. You know, it's kind of the same thing in a way. So it just doesn't feel like the story, the overall story. I think that like the future, the way everything is set up, the world is very unique and different, but I just feel like it's just going to suffer from a typical story. I don't, probably the villain's going to be, you know, lackluster, and it's just going to have a, you know, kind of a formulaic story.
Yeah, it probably will be, but
I actually bumped onto something when she says this. My first thought was, I was wondering why this seems so familiar, this world, and I was thinking of the Lego movie, which does this exact idea, but I think in a way I liked it, where it's like, with this, it's references the movie. It's all about one reference after another reference after another reference, and it doesn't matter who's there, it's just a bunch of references. But when you watch something like a Lego movie, Batman exists in this world, Superman, the Justice League, you know, I don't know if they had Star Wars characters in there, but yeah, they did have Star Wars characters. All of them felt like they were in like different corners of the world, but they all felt like they belonged there. With this, it's like, it seems like they're just literally just avatars or just skins. There's not a Gotham in this world. It's just Batman just chills there because somebody decided to be Batman.
I think the world is the star, though. I feel like Lego Movie is like there's many stars. But Julian, I want to ask you really quick because you said you wanted to talk, whatever. And thanks for not interrupting and everything. But you're like, yeah, man, like, what do you feel about this? And so far with all of us, is there somebody that you agree with or disagree with? You know, floor is yours.
I think I disagree with everyone because I feel like there's a big part of this that you guys are missing, and I even disagreed with the Double Toasted crew. I was kind of pissed when they were talking about it. Just to like, at one point, you know, they were complaining in the trailer. They say, you know, like, welcome to the rebellion and saying all that. That shit is corny, but that shit is in the fucking book. There are parts where characters like send out mass emails to everyone. Like, this is like, yes, this is the battle. We're going to do this. Like, that shit is in the book. And on top of that, this is a really fucking interesting story because you guys are saying references the movie, and you're absolutely right. But the book references the book. And it's not just any references, pop culture. It's what that one guy who they show his face, Halliday, it's what he likes. And the whole story is based on references to very obscure shit that this dude would get. And they were also complaining or I've heard multiple people complaining that like he looks old and that he's tired. Well, yeah, because in the sequence described in the book, he starts out super young, he's dancing, bouncing all over the place, and he slowly ages and then looks right at the camera and says the shit that he says. I'm incredibly excited for this movie. I think that like their vision of it is fucking awesome. I had no idea what I thought Parzival would look like. Like I kind of imagined him as a human from World of Warcraft, but seeing their Final Fantasy character, like I fucking love that. Like that is fucking perfect. That's exactly like that right there. It's like that looks just right. And this quick shot coming up here, like with the camera moving and him opening that looks fucking great to me. I think that this is going to have a really good excuse to use the CG and like really go nuts with it. And as far as it being referenced the movie, again, kind of the point, but like the story literally proceeds about this guy pursuing like this super obscure, what's it called? Easter eggs. And it's old school games. Like, are you saying like, oh, they're just bar that in there for marketing? It's like, no, Joust is a huge part of this like story.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's actually saying that's happening. Because, like, here's the thing. And I think I've had this situation happen a lot with, like, when I complain about Avengers, Infinity War, Black Panther, things like that, where it's like, I know it happens in the comic books, But it's like that already exists. You can go back and read the comic books and the book and everything and get that from that, right? And with this situation too, it's not that we're like complaining that this movie is about that, because I think it's like we're very, very much aware that it is references a movie, but that's just not our taste. So it's like, even though it is what it's supposed to be and it's doing a good job at what it wants to do, there is going to be people who don't like what it wants to do. And you know, like Jumanji, for instance, for what Jumanji wants to do, Jumanji 2 is going to whoop ass because they want to do a video game movie based on Jumanji, and it's going to make sense.
You're totally right, dude. But what Alan is saying, comparing it to a Lego movie, like with the Batman, it's not like that. It's 100. Whoever said Roger Rabbit, like that is it. Like, and this is like Roger Rabbit, like on the next level.
Lego movie.
because
My bad.
This story, like you're saying, Gotham isn't there. Bullshit, dude. There's a planet for everything here. That's what is so fucking cool about the Oasis.
But
like
it's
you're
not
saying reference the movie. It's like the book is like we're being raped by pop culture right now. Like I don't know what to do. Like every single page is just filled to the brim. So if the movie wasn't like that, it wouldn't be doing the material justice.
But the thing is, in the Oasis, like it's a big universe, just like the Star Wars universe is a huge ass universe. Like holy shit, I don't even know if you know how big it is.
Star Wars universe is there.
Yeah, it's
That's
amazing.
so crazy
but the thing
about
is,
it.
though, is like in an hour and a half movie, or even a 2.5 hour, even in a season, we would never ever get enough time to know more about the Oasis. I don't know how you're gonna have 50 to 80 to 100 characters in this movie, and anyone's gonna be. We're not gonna know any stories about anyone. We're gonna know about the main character and then the main villain, if he's even a villain. We don't even know that yet. But dude, all those characters, it doesn't matter how big it is or what. We're not gonna get Ready Player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not a show. It's a movie. You know?
I mean, I think, and the book is written in a way where they can cut a lot of fat and things can be streamlined very quickly. Like that guy to play the villain, like he's perfect because you guys are right. Like it is going to be a very cliched villain, but a cliched villain can still be a fucking huge ass dick. And they're going through with a lot of that. Like I can see it from the trailer. I don't want to give details, but like I see some of the terrible things that he did in the book. Like they happen.
My problem is it's not only the nostalgia factor that me and Ali get on it. It's just I feel like this is just another repeat of every dystopian storybook that was hyped for kids in high school and college. This is another Hunger Games to me. This is another one of those. What was the other one that came out? Maze Runner. Like honestly, man, like even to the point of like, oh, this is an unlikely loser, but he's good with machines. He's good with technology. He works hard. He sells all these parts so he can get into this mystic world of Oasis. And then everyone outside the world is just shit, man. The universe is all shit.
That's not what he
take care of it.
He's a fucking loser, is what he is.
Yeah, that's every story with these things.
Yeah.
Teenage character is always a loser and something extraordinary.
But it works.
They have this weird little quirk that'll make them special.
Yeah, like he's probably good at. He's probably like Donatello. He's good at machines and shit.
No, dude. The whole thing that makes this cool is that the whole thing is about finding the Easter eggs that Halliday puts in the game. And he dies like right as he's about to get out of high school. This guy and this guy.
So
but how does that correlate to the issue that they were saying?
Yeah, it's a different issue.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's a lot of subtleties within the book, but what we're seeing within the trailer and even this is they're selling it. But the thing is, what we're seeing is they're selling it as Hunger Games Part 4 or Maze Runner Part 3, where it's like, okay, we have this dystopian future where everything's kind of crap, but then they have this weird, like, you know, mind-altering whatever that puts them into a magical world. But of course, there's some evil corporation that controls it, and everyone's going to join a rebellion to stop it, and they're going to use it through the technology in which they gave it. That's the plotline.
No, it's
and everyone's young.
Like you're missing little details that are different. They don't. The whole point of the games is so the person can gain control. Maybe if you listen to the audio in the trailer, sound, that's super fucking important thing.
Okay. Now I gotta stop you. You're trying to. Okay, no, hold on. I'm gonna break really quick. That's 3 strikes now. Let's not start getting carried away trying to fucking like balls up to somebody. Come on.
No, all I'm saying is like he's describing the plot wrong. Like the whole point.
But we watched it with sound. We watched it with sound on. Like, and you keep referencing the book. Your whole entire argument is about the book, and then when we have something, you say something that doesn't correlate to whatever complaint we had. So it's like you're just defending this just to defend it because you like it. That you watched, you read the book and then you liked it and you jerked off to it and you fucking ate cereal all morning watching it. I don't know what the fuck. But at the same time, like. You're just getting mad now. Like, and I'm not going to have you fucking treat Alan like that. I'm telling you right now, like, you're not going to balls up to anybody in here. I'll balls up to you. That ain't going to fucking happen.
Well, dude, I was just making a point because he was stating something that was wrong. Like, you know,
in your opinion.
The visuals. I never stated a single thing about the plot.
You said that it was all about some big corporation that controls it, and that's the threat of that happening, but that's not what's happening.
Yeah, you're just
what I was trying to compare,
semantics of it.
With my words, I was trying to because again, this what they're selling in those trailers is very similar to what we've seen in the Hunger Games, what we've seen in Maze Runner, and whatever the hell that other one was called. It has a long name, but that kind of idea, that template. Like, what you're saying in the book, sure, I'm sure the book is different because 90s talks about it all the time. But the way they're selling it in this is they want to get that young adult audience, and they want to do that the same way they did the Hunger Games and they did Allegiance. There we go, that was what it's called. Allegiance and Maze Runner. That's what it's visually showing.
Yeah, either way. Like, I'm actually on Julian's side in this, too. Like, here's the thing. I'm excited for it. I mean, I understand why you, Allie, and Alan, and Ganja don't like it. Me and Julian, on the other hand, we're hyped. You know, it's going to be cool. I am going to move on just because, like, I don't want no fucking arguing going on. But, like, yeah, like, that's the thing. That's not going to be happening anymore tonight. I'm telling you right now. Like,
no, I was just being a dick, but I was just like, yo, you gotta like give it props, like for its story being clever. Like, it's not the fucking deepest shit, but it is not fucking like the dumbest shit either. Like,
that's why I disagree, man. It's the great adventure story all over again.
It's okay. Let's all disagree. It's all good.
Man, I can't wait till you come back and like it, Ganja.
Yeah.
I doubt it, man, because I fucking hated that trailer.
Yeah.
Hey, but the thing is, you know, maybe Julian's right. You know, maybe we'll like it at the end, but we won't know until the movie comes out.
Exactly. But the thing is, what we will know for sure, absolutely, is that you, Alan, we always give you shit all the time about this particular fucking game. But you know what? For once, finally, you aren't the one that we're gonna be making fun of over this shit. Apparently, a Star Citizen backer, this $25,000 refund has taken months, still in dispute. They haven't given it back to him. Here's the thing, man. I'm just curious what you. I mean, it's obvious reasons why I'm curious as to what you think. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure, like, you know, you've seen this, like, oh fuck, why Star Citizen's in a bad fucking situation again? People are talking bad about it. But like, for you, would you get your money back from them? And are you surprised that this is even happening? Like, I mean, do they follow what they say in the Kickstarter and shit like that?
To a certain degree, because like Star Citizen did start on Kickstarter. To me, I never really wanted my money because, like, it's like, again, you know, when you pre-order a game, sometimes, you know, shit happens where it doesn't come out or it gets delayed for a while. I've had that happen with a few other, you know, actual AAA games. But it's one of those things where I get why this guy is mad because he put in a lot of money. This isn't like my $80. This is like thousands upon thousands, you know. And I get why he's mad because he's like, oh, I want to support this game and I want it to come out at some point. But he's probably thinking the same thing I am. It's just like every day they're doing some update, something, and he hasn't had a product that's even in some degree worth playing yet. And I can get why he's frustrated and mad because that's a lot of money. It's not like, you know, the price of I paid or even a couple $100. Like, that's a lot of fucking money. I bet he really believed in it. And on both sides, I understand why they can't give the money back because it's like they're working, they're doing all this stuff. They're trying to hire people. They're dealing with different engines. They're making all this stuff. That $25,000 came in. They probably were super happy. Like, oh man, we get to, you know, keep the lights on. We get to get more people. We're gonna be good. That money's already gone to the game. I can see why they're like, shit, we can't really give him back because that means we have to fire somebody or we have to delay the game or something. So it's like, I get why they're mad at why the guy's mad. I also get why they can't give the money back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm kind of curious too if you feel like this is going to have any kind of effect on people doing the back in other video games too. Do you feel like people are gonna be like, "Ooh, that happens? Yeah, fuck this shit. Like, I'm just not gonna do this anymore."
I think that most people would be like, "Well, I'm just not gonna give them thousands upon thousands of dollars. I'll just do a couple hundred or maybe just the price of the game."
Yeah, and Ganja, I'm gonna ask you really quick too, man. Have you ever bet a game before, like financially?
Nah, man. I'm smarter than Alan.
Paradox of the World says a Kickstarter for Hearts of Iron 5. You'll $10,000.
But I get Hearts of Iron 5, just like I get every DLC they promised.
That doesn't help your point. That proves mine, motherfucker.
Those drums have been going off today.
You haven't even got the base game yet. You got an hour demo.
I mean, hey, like, he ain't wrong. But at the same time, though, like, I just fucked up. You're an asshole.
Nah, but me personally, man, I was never the one to fucking donate to Kickstarters. It was nothing that really intrigued me besides Double Toasted. But when it comes to like video games and stuff like that, I wasn't really never one to actually get into that because I feel like it should be a product that was either released or at the very least something like they do for Steam, whereas the early access and you help build the game, you help report with the developers, and you basically become like a tester for them. I get that because you're paying a certain limit and you help the project move along forward. But like this, where you're billion-dollar games are getting Kickstarter money, and it seems like people are just throwing it out of it, hoping it comes released. I'm not surprised someone's like, "Yo, give me back my fucking money," because how long has this been in development now, Alan?
Man, I'm mad because when I looked at the 3.0, like when I looked, because my buddy sent me this like hour-long playthrough of the 3.0 alpha, and I was so impressed by that. I immediately went out. I was like, I got some extra money lying around. I'm gonna just get this so I can buy the base game, and just so that whenever it comes out, I have it. That was over a year ago, and they haven't released the thing that I saw, and it is like making me a little bit mad. Like at first, I was like, I don't believe this game will never come out, but it's just like one of those things where I wish they would release a build, even if it's not the full game, because they've released a few stuff. They released this kind of deathmatch thing, and I actually enjoyed it because I liked how they did space. They used space. They're basically making this an open world space game, and that's something I've always personally wanted. So I can see why a lot of people are donating, because this is something. It's like, imagine if Mass Effect was made in the GTA engine. You have that crazy space stuff, but you could do anything in that environment, and I think that a lot of people want to see that, and I can see why that's so difficult to make. But it's just, I want something tangible. And I can understand why that guy's pissed off. You want something that it's like, hey, give me anything that I can at least play around with, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, for me personally, I don't think it's really going to affect a whole lot of people with that. And I'm actually kind of curious. Like, Allie, I've never asked you this question before, but have you ever backed a game financially? Like in a Kickstarter or anything? Or like to get it early or anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Would you at any point? Like,
no. It's because there's just so many different, unless it's something I truly believed in, but honestly there's just so many times where there are these projects and they, people promise stuff and you never get it. Yeah. They just take the money, they couldn't finish the game, they didn't have enough or whatever, and they just take your money and they do something else with it. So unless I get a finished product, I will pay for it after it is done, but not in between. Sorry.
Allie, one day I will get that double toasted shirt. One day I will.
Exactly. Y'all never got your shirts. It's been what, 2 years?
Hey man, like,
oh no, I'm actually making fun of Corey because that's actually a little bit of a lie. He did hand me my shirt at the first Austin event, but I looked him in his eye. I was like, "It's too much more fun just to mess with you," and I just gave him back the shirt.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Shit, like the joke's too good, man. The joke's too good.
No, man. But one thing,
what Allie's talking about, so yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like for me too. Like for me, I'd only do it if it's something that's kind of nostalgic that they're kind of like trying to bring back from the dead. I know, like Corey. Speaking of Corey Coleman for Double Toasted, he fucking backed Dragon's Lair. The guys who made Dragon's Lair, they're actually trying to bring it back or do something similar to it. And I think they're going to make a movie or something that's interactive because Netflix actually has a deal where they're going to start doing that at some point too. Right. So I remember Corey actually did that live on the air. He's like, oh shit, well don't look at my PayPal fucking shit. But like, yeah, like he actually did that live on air. It was kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, man.
If you actually look at the YouTube chat, a few people actually, apparently the Double Toast community is really into like Kickstarter and video games. And that's cool that you guys support community efforts from other people as well. But Mark Andrew Smith is one of them apparently. No, that's a man. God damn it, Zone. All right. Apparently, there's a game called Indivisible.
Yeah, it's a fighting game, 2D side scroller type thing.
All right.
Weird. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. For me,
I thought that was a video game. That was just some fucking developer's name.
Yeah, like the Smiths or something. I don't know what the fuck. But no. But people, here's the thing that I want to talk about really, really quick, really, really short. But Lost Soul aside, PSX. Special demo. Now, this, I don't know, was this for sure played at the PlayStation Experience that just happened over the weekend?
2017, yeah, 90s immediately sent it to me because it was something that I was always like, because a while ago, like, this came out and it was just like, yeah, this one guy, not like a team, not like a head studio, literally one solitary dude is like, fuck it, I'm just coding and doing shit, and he's making this fucking AAA, like, Bayonetta looking, action game, and it looks fucking incredible. Like, the visuals alone, the actual, like, movement, I'm just like, this looks like some Devil May Cry Bayonetta stuff. It looks fucking incredible.
It just moves too fast for me. I feel like, I mean, hopefully that's just gameplay just fast forwarded or something. Like
I think that's a bunch of gameplay looped together because he's not, like, it feels like it's cutting between different animations. So I think that's why you think it's going too fast, because I think it's literally being fast forwarded.
Yeah, that's probably it. But I mean, it looks badass. Like I fucking love this. This is really cool.
Play this. If it ever comes out, I feel like it's never gonna come out because it's so ambitious. And it's only one guy, so it has to come out in 2035.
Yeah, man. No, I really hope it does because this does look really fucking badass. And for me personally, man, like that's just YouTube recommendations right there at the end. But for me, it's like I've been waiting for a game to kind of like do something new with the Devil May Cry, Bayonetta type thing because every sequel that comes out, it looks the fucking same. I mean, for me, when we were doing the VGAs last week and we're just watching them live or whatever together, they were showing Bayonetta 2, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, the first one, I remember that, like, whatever. And it was like, oh, shit, that's 2, okay, cool. And I've been hearing about 2 for a long time, and then they show a trailer for 3. And I'm like, I thought this was all out already. They all look so fucking same. And 3 is only going to give me a goddamn logo. It's like, at this point, I've seen so much action from these games. You better show me more than just a fucking logo. That's not enough to sell.
I'm more surprised it exists. It's one of those things where it's a teaser. Because it's like, it's not an E3 show. So, of course, they're not going to sit there and be like, this major thing. Because every single thing that was shown at the VGAs was a world premiere trailer. This was an announcement of a game. And that's like, they're going to say that shit for E3 or a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. No, Gandhi, like, what do you feel like seeing this, man? What do you feel about it?
It just looks like another Devil May Cry game, man. Like, dude, I've become so jaded to a lot of stuff over the past 2-3 years, man, when it comes to entertainment stuff, because I feel like a lot of it is just retreading old stuff. Like, even now, like, oh, Alan was type of thing was like, oh, it's like a newer version of Devil May Cry. It's got the combat system, it's got the slides, it's got this dude doing incredible moves, and I'm like, yeah, it's Devil May Cry. It looks pretty. It's probably gonna have a different storyline and different character development, but I don't know. It's just that these constant repetitive gameplays that I'm seeing, it's not making me interested. Like, the only game that got me interested at the VGAs was the one where the fucking Tamuso of video games was promoting it.
Oh yeah, the last one alive, or
A Way Out or something.
A Way Out.
A Way Out. That looks fucking amazing to me. That you could play a co-op game, and from what I hear, it's gonna be you can have one copy of the game, and it gives you a special code so your friend can play it if he downloads a certain program. That's what I've heard, but apparently you don't have to buy 2 copies for your friends to play it, and that's something he's been saying on Twitter. I don't know how they're gonna do that. That's just me from what I hear of rumors and me speculating a little bit. But
easy. There's no local. It's only local. You can't play this like without somebody, and you can't play this over the internet.
Hey, even then, I prefer that myself because I'd rather play with you, Alan, and it's a game dedicated to the method of make choices, make quick decisions. And I can see me and Alan over the Google Hangouts real quick, like, Ganja, don't kill that guard. It'll be quicker if we kill him. We can run through the hallway, motherfucker. And it sounds more of a fun playthrough rather than, for example, what they showed. I think they showed us at PSX2 was The Walking Dead, by Overkill.
Oh,
which is just Left 4 Dead because it's another 4-player multi-cop game where you shoot massive oncoming zombies. Because I played the original Overkill. That's basically what it is. I'm just seeing too much repetitive gameplay styles, and the games that are doing something different and interesting, they're taking a little bit too longer to be released now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. I feel like it is taking way too long for a lot of people to do that. But at the same time, too, I feel like right now we just really got into a very unnecessary new console war with the PS4, which I don't think we need a PS4 until maybe 2021. Like, honestly, the PS2 can last fucking 7 to 9 years, being like the top dog, being fucking awesome and making tons of money and coming out with great games that we're all playing. Why do we need? Or I mean. Yeah, no, the PS2, I said that right. But then we get the PS3, and I was like, why didn't the PS3 have just as long as a fucking lifespan as the PS2?
It came out in 2006. It ended in
2014. Well, 2013 in a way, I guess, because that's when
sure.
PS4
So that's like what, a year less, a year or two.
Not to mention they always release like downgraded versions of the games that come out for the PS4, I think.
Yeah.
But why?
2015.
But do you feel like, okay, like, let me ask you this. When you first started hearing about the PS4, did you feel like, oh, about fucking time? Like, I wasn't feeling that way.
Nah, man, I was feeling that way with all the consoles, to be honest with you.
I'm very surprised. Like,
I was to a certain extent, it was like, when I was playing, like, my, 360 stuff, I'm like, okay, we've reached the limit. Like, I played, incredible games, and I think, like, as far as, like, what we're doing, we reached the limit. One of the first games that I was like, oh, this is great, I can't wait, I'm playing this, was Shadow of Mordor. Because the stuff with the Nemesis system is the most unique thing I've ever seen in a game, where there's a separate game inside that game while you're playing the first game. And it's like, that's something we've never been able to do on the other consoles. And it's like, that kind of shit, it's like, once we start unlocking and figure out the background stuff we can do, like, I can't fucking wait to see what else comes out on the PS4.
Me personally, I think consoles are the dying market, and it's something that it's for the general audience at this point. It's not for, I hate to use this term, hardcore gamers or people that are really into the genre. I think that's medium has kind of switched over to the PC in recent months and years, because I remember when you were a kid growing up, there was like maybe a few special kids that had like a PC gaming computer, and you go over their house and be like, oh my god, the graphics look real, the water is water. Guys, look, the water looks like water. And now the Xbox and the PS4 is like, they've kind of caught up to everything graphically. Like, even when you get a hardcore PC game, you make the graphics look even somewhat pretty, or you do what GTA 5 does, and you would take an extra 2 years and make another expansion to the game, basically. and that's what they did to all of those extra features. And they were like, okay, I guess we can release this for the extra version of the consoles. So everything's being made either for the consoles or they're being specifically developed for the PC. And a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing developed specifically for the PC, especially from the indie market, a lot of it is new gameplay, new ideas, new IP styles. Hell, Paradox Studios, the ones that I love tremendously, are constantly trying to redo old franchises like SimCity and like the RTS's strategy games. But now they're getting into more of like a sci-fi stuff, like they do Stellaris, which is basically a greater version of Empire at War if you ever played that Star Wars RTS. And you got them now doing this Mars civilization thing, which is them getting into like, you know, these RTSs in space, and they haven't really touched upon that. And they're really trying to expand the market and give you more to do. Because when you play a Paradox game, yeah, it's an RTS, but there's a lot of shit to do with an RTS. Sometimes it's a military game, sometimes it's a diplomatic game, and you're trying to learn how the AI plays or how certain characters play, so you can make certain deals with them. And then some of them are just technology based, where you're just trying to figure out how to explore the planets or this environment and make better choices to make your civilization last longer. So the gameplay has expanded a lot more, and I don't see that on the consoles.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you to that extent, because, yeah, you don't see it on the consoles, but then again, it's like RTS games, that's kind of hard to pull off with the fucking controller.
Really,
I mean, I can't play Tropical 5 at that point.
Yeah, I agree with Nick. Like, you only really see that in the RTS genre. Because I was thinking, like, choice and stuff like that. I'm thinking of the first Mass Effect. First Mass Effect was all sorts of stuff. You can go in and not, go in and be the most murderous man in the world, or you can start sitting there and making, specific dialogue choices so that nobody dies, or that people are actually being good and stuff.
Yeah, and one thing I want to ask, too, because you two did not agree with me at all. So I have to really, man, Allie, you need to help me, girl, because do you feel like the PS4 was necessary? Please agree with me.
The PS4 was necessary.
You think it was necessary? You think PS3 was so shitty that we had to have a PS4? You think that had to have come out? Because for me, personally, I feel like PS3 was still not even near as good as what it could be. I did not think we needed a PS4 to come out.
I mean, I understand why it came out because updated graphics, but other than that, not much more difference, really. Like, the processing speed and is like the only thing good coming out of the PS4, and of course the Pro having 4K capability.
Because the way I feel about that, the way I feel about the PS4 coming out and how that was unnecessary, it's the exact same fucking way that I feel about this shit, man. Metal Gear Survive open beta dates announced. Now, tell me why. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but...
I actually don't know what song they're singing. I was just going
with... Sorry, it was just quiet.
I want to hear you sing.
I know, because no one wants to hear him. I hate all of you. Anyways. But the thing is, though, man, Metal Gear Survive. I don't know why this is a thing that fucking is going to be out, because for me personally, zombies is played out. It's years and years and years late to be fucking doing the thing, because that's what this game is, by the way. I don't know if you guys know over there on the YouTube chat and everything. It's a zombie horde game with fucking Solid Snake, or is it even Solid Snake? I think it's Big Boss.
No, it's not. It's a bunch of randos, because the plot of this fucking game is that I think it's like at the start of Phantom Pain or whatever, your base gets blown up, and what the plot of this is that during the explosion, a fucking wormhole opens up, and a bunch of your soldiers just get sucked up. And this is some alternate universe bullshit where you're playing a bunch of randos with different character classes fighting off Metal Gear zombies.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's some awful shit. I don't know why this is happening. They've been fucking up constantly, and I'm gonna tell you, Metal Gear Solid is gonna be one of those fucking franchises where people can look back on saying like, oh man, remember back in the day when it used to do this cool fucking thing? And like no one's gonna fucking remember, because no one gives a flying fucking shit, because it's just all bad. The story is so important with Metal Gear Solid. That's why the cutscenes are fucking 3 hours long. And it's like, why the fuck would you take out the story to replace it with zombies of all things, like Nazi zombies? Like, I don't know. It drives me out the fucking wall. And I mean, I guess the open beta is open. If anyone, and by the way, open 18th to the 17th, January 18th to January 21st. Sorry, 18th to the 17th. That just makes no fucking sense whatsoever. But yeah, January 18th to the 21st next month. And I will say, man, like, if we want to play that at some point, if you guys in the YouTube chat want to play, you let us know. We will play together. We will have fun, and I will talk shit, about the game as we play it. Unless it's good. I mean, if it's good, if it is like super good, would that make you like forgive the lack of story and just the stupid direction they're going?
No, because MGS5, if you want to separate story and gameplay, MGS5 is probably the best gameplay of the series and some of the best stealth mechanics that I've seen in a game for a while. But the lack of story made that game repetitive really, really quickly, and I can see that totally. Like I can't stand games like Left 4 Dead or the Evolve bullshit or any sort of those 4-player co-op where you're fighting something. I honestly get bored of those really, really quickly because I feel like all it is just do the level but faster and better. And it's like, okay, we did it. What are we gonna do again? Let's do it again but faster and better. And I feel like that gets really boring really quick. I could totally see Metal Gear Survive being that bullshit. I'm like, why is it called the Metal Gear game? Fuck it, we need to sell money.
Exactly. But people, so normally this would be it. But here's the thing. We've been talking about video games all night, so we might as well go fucking here, man. And he left. I don't know why he left, but I mean, I have an idea. But it's Pixel Pix time. Now, Ganja, is your audio finally working on this? And by the way, got you in 2 different spots. That's fucking weird. Oh, wait. Are you fucking with me?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh my god, what to say? You fucking bitch.
I leave for 5 seconds and Ganja fucks up.
That would have pissed me off.
I didn't fuck up. I fucked with Nick. There's a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Is there?
But here's the thing. I'm gonna leave you on here for a second, Ganja. I'm sorry, man.
Look to the left.
Look to the left. Just look to the left. Just left. Oh, there we go.
The Lego movie. We're gonna review the Lego movie.
Yes, we're gonna review the Lego movie. No, we're not gonna review the Lego movie. But you know what we're going to do, Alan Cherkesian. Wait,
Alan.
That's not his name, Cherkesian. I keep fucking calling him that.
The wrong co-host.
I'm sorry, man. But let me see really quick. First off, let me just take the top. Boom, because we're not going to pay attention to that right now. And let me center this fucking thing. Yeah, I was not prepared for this, y'all. I don't know what the fuck happened. There you go. That's fine. It's not going to work. But, Alan, my guy, reviews last week when we did Pixel Pix. He reviewed Breath of the Wild, and his opinion doesn't matter. And I did Injustice 2, which is very, very important. I'm just joking. No, but we reviewed those 2 games, and basically this is our version, a video game version of Flex and Chill. Now, the thing is, I know I didn't tell Ganja, I know I didn't tell Allie, but the thing is, me and Alan, we like this shit. We love video games very much. We never get enough time to fucking talk about it. So, Alan, I was going to ask you, man, what game are you going to review today, sir?
I'm gonna go with Gears of War 4.
Finally.
Yeah, because I was able to get my hands on it and I played it and beat it.
Do you regret talking all that shit before when this game first came out, sir?
Nope.
Fuck. Well, that's a spoiler right there. But
Gears of War 2 story is laughably bad. Holy shit. I've never seen a game series have so little story in the first one and spend the entirety of the second one making up a universe in the opening fucking credits. It is laughable the amount of shit they make up in the fucking second game. And I never played the third game because I just was burnt out on the series.
I do not think that's the case. I think you're just being a dick. That's what I feel.
That they literally just made up everything on the fucking second game. with Gears of War 4, like, I wasn't really like, I was like, man, I don't really care because it's like, it's Gears of War, man, and they're never really going to do anything different. So when I played it, I was like, okay, right away, I'm like, oh, okay, I mean, it looks cool. I mean, the visuals look great. And then I picked up the gun, I'm like, why does this feel bad? I remember loving the combat from Gears 1 and 2. Why does this feel bad? I'm like, okay. So I kept playing, and like the opening was so boring. Then the second chapter was boring. But then by the 3rd or 4th chapter, when you start meeting some of the other characters, one of the guys literally says, here's a gun from the other game. Gives it to me. This feels amazing.
What, the Lancer?
Shit. I actually started enjoying it when I started getting the weapons from the old games. I feel like the new game weapons were just really bland and just not that interesting. But the older weapons were really, really fun, and I enjoyed it. And that's me where I started enjoying the game. And I enjoyed the story and the characters and kind of the progression where it felt like there's a threat going on, but there's another threat that's glooming, and now we have to kind of work together with the old threat to kind of beat the new threat. And I love that storyline of we think there's an enemy here, but there's actually a third guy that's bad for both of us, so we're going to work together to kill him. And that's basically kind of the premise of this, and I love it.
I mean, I like the idea too, but like, man, I don't know. There's certain things, like even when you said too, like, oh, we had to get a gun for the old game. Like, man, that's one thing I always really don't like about Gears of War 4, or I mean, Gears of War in general, where the Lancer is like the end-all be-all. Like, it was a big deal when the game first came out, and you see the chainsaw, and it's like, yeah,
of course, yeah.
But after so many hours of playing this game and using that chainsaw so much as a fucking like emergency tactic, why is it still cool to people? It's not cool to me. I don't think it's cool. So
shit, I thought the Hammer of God was more of an interesting weapon that you got.
Oh, they ruined it in this game,
and had it come down and just like a big fucking hellfire come out of nowhere.
Yeah, like I thought that was cool too. And like what you're saying, Alan, too. Like you're saying, like,
I was gonna say, Ganja, you're gonna be mad at this because my favorite thing was the Hammer of Dawn. They fucked it up, man. because you get to use it, but it's so nerfed, man. It doesn't have this cool like god ray that goes down. It's like this little like laser thing. And I'm just like, it's like a laser pointer now, man.
Oh man, yeah, and that really does suck. Cause this fucking thing,
whack.
especially when they used it like to kill the fucking what's his face, the berserker. Oh, actually, it wasn't even a girl. Or yeah, it wasn't a guy.
Yeah,
it
was a girl. The berserker's a female.
Yeah, my bad. I'm fucking up. The thing's like, it's like, yeah, I can't help but think it's a fucking girl or a guy. Shit. Well, I don't know why I keep messing that up. But yeah, that's the thing though, man. The Hammer of Dawn was great, but the Lancer, just for me, I'm done with it. The Hammer Burst, that was the thing since Gears of War 2. Why is it still treated like it's something new? That shit's bad.
I don't know. It's a locust weapon, so they want to show that's like, because it always felt like they're trying too hard to do an allegory of like the big strong military versus the fucking rednecks. That's what I call the locusts. They're just a bunch of rednecks with guns. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, and have the worst military tactic of let's just do holes in the middle of the ground with no cover. And make sure that our basic tactic is to have the low ground at every single opportunity.
Yeah, and my biggest thing that I'm so sick of, dude, I hate the fucking Gnasher. I really do. I hate the Gnashers. Yeah, that shotgun.
It's a shotgun. It's nothing special, so it's a shotgun.
But man, for one, when you're playing online and your shit's lagging and someone accidentally shoots that shit on you and you just explode into dozens of fucking pieces of guts and gore, that shit drives me out the fucking wall.
That's why I step out, because I really never played the multiplayer. I just always played the single player.
I was always the guy that would run up with the shotgun. Bam! Run.
Well,
yeah, or melee them first, Ganja, and then they're like stunned, and then you do them. Yeah, that shit pisses me off.
You guys are assholes, man. I hate those fuckers that do that shit.
Yeah, or an active reload in the shotgun, like that guarantees an explosion. Like that might as well be a bazooka.
You run up, do the hit, bah! Run up, do the hit, bah!
Oh no, that drives me up the fucking wall. But the thing is, I mean, I guess you can say it's a cool gun because of those reasons, but it's just when you're on the defending side of that, man, that's a fucking problem. I do not like that whatsoever.
Course, yeah.
Well, the one thing I've seen really stop that, like, I can't believe we're giving fucking game tips for a game that's almost 10 years plus in airs. No one now, but yeah, true. But what always tend to stop that, I don't know if they nerfed it now, but if you do the Lance, I think is the one with the chainsaw, right?
Yeah.
If you do it at the right time, you would do the cutscene where he chainsaws him before you can even get a shot off.
Oh, yeah, but you have to be holding that. You have to be revving that fucking Lancer.
Oh, you gotta be ready for it. You gotta see the shot guy doing it ahead of time. Like, all right, he's coming for me next. Gotcha, bitch!
But gotcha, unless that guy sucks, or is a noob, like, nobody that knows what they're doing in that game.
It's not advice for
like,
noobs.
walking around with a shotgun, like, come on, man.
This is not advice for noobs. If you're a noob, you should learn how to use the sights first.
No shit, man. And that's another thing, too. I hate that button mashing aspect of the chainsaw duels.
I kind of like that. That was my favorite thing they added in, where it's like, now it's like, okay, if both of y'all are doing it at the same time, now it's just whoever mash their controller, like you're playing Mortal Kombat. Test your might.
Yeah, man, no. So, I mean, that's how I feel about those. But the thing is, like, okay, so you talk about the story, we talked a little bit about the weapons, but as far as, like, the play time, I mean, for me, because I haven't played the story mode at all, cutscenes-wise, a lot of them, yes, no, how is it?
There is. I actually really enjoyed the story. I felt that this game felt very rushed. I thought this was going to be, like, as far as the length of gameplay, I think it's like 8 to 10 hours, which I'm okay with for a linear game. I know we talked about God of War last week and how long a game should be. To me, if it's a linear game, like you go from level to level to level, I think it should be, honestly, between 10 to 12 hours. And to me, that fits that amount of, this is the right amount for a linear game. That's just, you know, you go from level to level to level. I did feel like it felt a bit rushed, that maybe they had a little bit more going on, but they're like, we got to make this a trilogy, so cut it off here. Because the ending feels very, very cut off. But as far as the cutscene, I did enjoy it, and I did enjoy the world. They're really building this up. They're really showing what all the characters did at the end of the Gears game. But one thing that did bother me is I felt that it does the Guardians of the Galaxy thing of everyone needs to be a comedian. Where it's like, God forbid we have a serious scene for a second where everyone has to make a joke, and it's like, nothing bothers me more than it's like this horrible carnage going on, and you're like, man, that guy really fucking died, huh? Like, motherfucker, people are dying and you're making jokes? Like, come on. That shit always bothers me. And I felt they did that way too much in this, where they're trying too hard to make everybody a comedian. And to me, it's like, I just don't think it works.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stand when they do that shit in these games, too. Coltrane, I remember he did that shit way too much. I liked him, but it's like, there was a part where he's like, oh, shit, Marcus Phoenix, your ass almost died there, damn. And I was like, okay, for one, no. Like, that would not happen. Like, this is scary shit, the end of the world. Big-ass cockroach locust monster outside the fucking thing, killing your best friend, and you're like, damn, that was nasty. I think I saw his ass get ripped out. Like, come on, dude. That
shit always bugs me a lot when that shit happens.
Yeah, well, I just realized I accidentally just did my Negan impersonation. Just like that. That was kind of odd.
Yeah, you went from Coltrane to Negan.
But, yeah, for you, though, like, this game, out of 5, dude, what would you rate this game?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
I think that if all you played was a single player and didn't touch the horde mode, I still want to try that out at some point. if all you played was a single player and you just didn't touch anything else ever, I think that you would enjoy it, but I don't think you'd be raving about it. Like, oh man, everyone play this, play this. I think it's fun for what it is, but I think it has that problem of it was rushed. I felt like they had more of what's going on. Like I feel like the climax got cut because they wanted this to be a trilogy like the first original one. I feel like it really suffers from this is the start of a new game. It's called Gears 4, but we want 5 and 6 to follow it. And I feel that really makes it where it's like I expected there to be another like 4 or 5 acts before the game ends, and it cuts off at Act 5. I'm like, wait, that's the end of the game? Like, I guess I beat the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And I felt like that really, to me, like it's like fun game, but I think that it cuts off way too early.
Now you, Ganja Guru,
Yes.
I know I never told you that we're gonna be doing this, but I'm kind of curious if you're gonna review something.
Actually, I did put something in there if you look below number 7, which is inside of our Google Docs, and next to Kevin Spacey getting Axe from Netflix, which we didn't touch on yet.
But no, I'm curious. I don't know the name of this yet, people. I don't know shit. And here we go. The Alternative History of Europe.
I'll pronounce it for you. It's a German It's a German name. It's Kaiserreich, which is basically another term for the Second World War. Not Second World War, First World War. And basically, it's a mod for Hearts of Iron 4 that they have taken a great amount of detail into it, to the point that I think, honestly, if Paradox wanted to, they could have made it a separate game or an expansion pack to how great in detail they went into it, especially in the sense of history. Like, they've done their research well to the certain people of history. See, what it is, Nick, it is Germany had won the First World War, and there was a socialist uprising in the two countries that were opposed to do it, which, if you know your history, that was actually a great possibility if they lost the First World War. And it's basically a alternative history where Germany is now the superpower. America's going through an economic crisis because we never joined the First World War. So we never had that big economic boom from it. And it basically takes place around, you play a lot of separate custom characters or nations. You can play as the Third French Republic, which is a republic that was kicked out of France during the uprising, and they're based in Africa. And as you play all these different separate nations, you actually get a lot of choices that are specific to each nation and the history that was going on that time. And it is so greatly detailed that these motherfuckers should get a historian award. Like, I can't believe only 9 people developed this thing. And it's such a well-detailed mod that even Parents has come down and supported officially. And I can't wait to see what else they get to, because they keep adding more updates to it. Now they're working on Africa and Asia and going to those countries' history and giving them actual abilities to do anything. And besides that, it is sadly the same kind of Hearts of Iron 4 basic gameplay, whereas maps, you see a lot of characters, sprites move across the maps, and it's basically a lot of strategy. But this gives it a lot of role-playing elements. Alan, you actually played the mod with me when we first got a chance to, where he actually got to play Canada, and I was the socialist United States when they broke up.
Oh, finally Canada gets something, huh? Holy shit.
Yeah, that'd be nice, you know, a country that exists. We got to keep reminding people that Canada's still around.
No, but what'd you feel, man? Like, what'd you think?
It's one of the things where it's like, God's always gave me these RTSs, and for the most part, I'm kind of liking it. Hearts of Iron, to me, it's one of those things where it's like, once I get it, I'll love it, but right now, I'm just like, it's like right above my head, not like totally over my head, but just right there where it's like, you gotta do these battle tactics and stuff, and I'm mostly just doing my best just to fuck Ganja over. Where it's like, he's like, don't attack and take Alaska. I'm like, I won't. Don't attack and take Alaska. I won't. Oh, Alaska's gonna take it. Joink. Mine now.
Asshole.
That's just that kind of stuff.
And
like,
the mod is way better than the base game, because the base game, like I said, is mostly of a generic war game, but this gives you a lot of character choices. It lets you do very good alternative history, to the point that you change countries drastically. You can actually turn the United States if I think it is known as the Huey Long movement, which was a right-winger back in the 60s, I think in the 50s and 40s, who was a known fascist, takes over the United States. You actually turn the United States back into the Confederacy.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
So, I don't know. I'm just... By the way, I just gotta tell you, dude, when you get excited about these fucking things, like, it's like seeing my son, like, fucking get happy they went to school. It's like, I learned some shit today, Dad! Fuck yeah!
Hey, man,
Social
20
studies!
years from now, they could be playing Hearts of Iron 4 for their midterm essay, man.
Hey, you say that shit, but they might, man.
Yeah, man. Like, even Allie's been watching The Crown with you guys and everything, too. And it's like, yeah, everyone has, like, a knowledge fucking thing going on here. I don't know what's going on.
Man, that's
Nobody
something when me and Ali first started hanging out back in the old Double Toasted days, back when it was just the Double Toasted chat room during each show, which is basically our humble origins for the audience that doesn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Ali used to talk about history all the time. Matter of fact, we bonded over this weird fucking anime, Nick, that I would love to get you into, but it's a lot of homophobic imagery within it.
Oh, no.
Ali says Hytelia, and it's basically all these countries dealing with each other throughout historical settings. And what they do is, instead of like when the countries are trying to invade each other, it's just one has fallen madly in love with the other one. And that is the allegory for war.
Wow. Okay. Fuck that. I'm good.
No, it's really good. It's actually really funny, and it actually teaches you history in a really clever way.
But as far as this DLC goes, I know we got off topic a little bit. I don't know. I had to say something just because it's just like it's crazy. Like Ganja, like you guys think he's a big fucking stoner dumb shit, which he is, but he loves his history a lot. I actually went to the American History Museum in New York with him, and this motherfucker doesn't make jokes, doesn't say, "Oh, dude, look at that dick on the statue." Like he's walking around like a fucking teacher.
Like a 5-year-old the whole time, and every time y'all asked me questions, I ran back and was like, "Oh yeah, this is this and this is this, yeah."
No, but it's weird. Like he became like a fucking teacher or something. I was like, can I? I don't know. I just follow Ganja. It's just kind of weird. It's crazy. But I mean, anyways, back to this though, man. Like, what would you rate this game? I mean, or this DLC?
What is the? Because last Pixel Pix I had a very very bad internet connection, so I don't know what y'all rating scale is for this one.
Oh, it's just 0 being shitty and 5 being, oh my god, my dick is hard.
I give it a 5. Like honestly, if Paradox wanted to, y'all should definitely wrap up these developers, get and talk with them, and see if you can make this a standalone game. Especially that they're talking about upgrading the Hearts of Iron system with the new DLC, giving you more political choices and more interaction before the war pops off, so you actually feel like you're controlling a nation. I think they should really invest in this team and give them a chance to actually release a game, especially that they've been around since I think Victoria 2 is when this mod started. So that's almost like 10, 15 plus years of loyalty with these guys, constantly modding for every new game they make for this series. So they should definitely get them for a standalone project.
Yeah, man. No, that'd be cool as shit. And yeah, man, I'm glad that there's more RTSs that are just fucking awesome for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to get more into this shit, but it's just, it'll take over my life because Stellaris did that to me, and I don't want that to happen.
I still won't forget how you keep blaming us for Ark.
Ah, fuck you, man. But really quick, too. No, we won't get into that. But, Allie, I'm going to ask you, have you been playing anything lately? I don't think you game a whole lot nowadays.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I wish, but nothing's really caught my eye, and you know, EA kind of deterred me from Star Wars Battlefront 2, so yeah, we'll see. I
have to do something really quick. Ah, damn, like this is gonna be rough to say.
That's what she said.
Shut up. No, so here's the thing. There's this game that came out that I've talked a lot of shit about that I yell at Alan all the fucking time for because he's a sack of shit. But Dying Light. Dying Light. And the thing is, I didn't like this game before. I don't like the fact that like the first mission when you're doing a tutorial is one of the hardest missions in the game. Yet to this day, it's still the hardest tutorial I've ever played because you just constantly fall and die. Huh?
You've never played Mirror's Edge, clearly.
Oh, well, yeah, but if it's like this with the fucking running first-person shooter shit, I don't want to play that shit. Fuck. God damn it. But the thing, and you don't even know where you can grab on. Oh, man, I won't even get into that. But anyways, the thing is... But the fucking thing is, it's frustrating, is Dying Light, another thing, too, like other characters and like, the guy's like, hey, get on the crane. Crane. Like, because your character's name is Crane. And, like, these bad puns. And the fucking zombies that can just know karate. All this shit was bad. Even in the beginning of the game, one of the first storyline missions is you go and get the antivirus, is all these fucking pills, and you're working for this company that's outside the quarantine zone for the city that's been, you know, reduced to chaos and craziness over the zombie apocalypse. The thing is, you get these fucking antivirus pills that will save the whole city and possibly the whole world if this ever broke out outside the quarantine. And he burns them, y'all. He burns the fucking antivirus. And he still sticks with this villainous fucking corporation that sent him out there in the first place with no help, with no guns, with no nothing, etc. And it just so happens that your character is immune, so they have reasons why he can get bit and attacked and not turn to a zombie.
He's not immune, actually. He's the opposite. He's infected.
Well, no, he's infected, but he's not going to turn to a zombie. He's not going to go...
Not yet. Well, that's the thing. What happens is, and one of the things that one of my only real criticisms of the game is, the game's opening is the exact same opening as Far Cry 2, where you're this guy whose job is to go inside and kill a bad guy that's causing all the issues in there, and the moment you land, you get infected by some disease you got to deal with for the rest of the game. The moment you get there, you get bit by a zombie on your foot or leg or whatever, and you are now infected. And infection takes I think it takes a lot of time depending. And so what happens with this, it's like you're infected, but you have to take this every so often. You got to take this antivirus, and what it does is it slows it down. So it's like, oh man, take it, I'm good for another day. It's like some Dead Rising stuff. Where it's like
Zombrex. Yeah, that was the shit was called. It was a really awful pun. Zombrex. It was the worst shit ever. But that's the thing. And like this game, it's difficult, it's hard, and etc. And like, yeah, like the storyline purposes of this, you know, me and Alan disagree on whether or not it was good or not, and I didn't know about that ending, and that pisses me off even more so. So this might have changed my rating a little bit. But as I play this game, as I unlock more abilities, I gotta say this game is one of the most rewarding games for when you actually do shit right. Like, I've never played a game that gave me so many rewards for just like doing typical shit that you're supposed to do in the video game. I fucking love it. I love, you know, some of the fucking enemies that come after you. It's not the same old like big bloater fat fuck dude who throws up on you. They do have a couple of cool ideas. Even like firefighter zombies where they have the suits on. Yeah, and like you really have to be careful with your elemental weapons and things like that. You know, it even has a little bit of like what was that game you used to play, Allie? The Star Wars: The Old Republic, where you basically just XP farm, etc. There's a lot of that. Love that shit. I love the nighttime thing. I like how the monsters come after you at night and they're fucking scary as shit. They remind me of Nemesis. I hope Resident Evil does the same thing. But for me personally, that storyline is shit, but I have to eat my words. This is not as bad of a game that I said it is. And I just want to tell you that here on Pixel Pix. To you, Alan. I'm sorry I talked shit to you. I'm sorry I was like, man, fuck you, liking this goddamn game. And I gotta say, I'm sold on the whole, like, Assassin's Creed shit for more games. Like, the whole, like, what do you call that?
Parkour.
Parkour. I'm sold. More of that, please. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So for me, yeah, I'm gonna give this game a 3.5 out of 5. The same thing I gave Injustice 2 last week. Nice. Yeah, it's just one of the... Dying Light's cool, and I mean, if you guys ever want to play this stuff, they do have DLC and things like that. Let me know. You know, maybe I'll put my PSN name in the fucking description. I'll do the same thing for you guys as well, and it'll be awesome. We could probably do that someday. And if you guys want to come on and tell us your opinion of a review or something like that, or a video game, come on, let us know. We'll bring you in, all that good jazz. But Alan, gotcha. Allie, it's time to get the fuck out of here. It's been a long one, man. I'm tired of shit. So, with that said. Ganja, is there anything you want to tell these folks?
All right, guys, if you pull up that nice little Facebook page one more time, Nick, before we go out for these nice people so they know where to go. Like I said earlier in the show, guys, our Facebook page is for you guys to hit us up inside the PM section so all of us can read the message. And if you guys have a question tonight so we can all get to see it, also do it there as well. If you want to post your memes, videos, or fun little gifts, make sure also go to the MCA Facebook page, post it in there, and we'll also be checking that shit as well. Every Friday, we do a video game playthrough show. Me and Ali are going to talk about it today, later on. We're going to actually be performing on there. So make sure to be checking out the Facebook page for updates. Or if you're a member of it already and you did that good old liking shit, if we do it randomly, you guys are going to be there already. So that's another reason to like the Facebook page, y'all.
And speaking of that, too, I want to let you guys know right now, I normally was going to do a stream after our show tonight, but it is late. I want to put you guys up to be up for all fucking night. But the thing is, though, tomorrow night, I don't know for sure, nothing official yet, but you might get a stream about a game that Alan probably reviewed right now. You better be waking. So, yeah, tomorrow night, Thursday, 7:30 CST, you might see us go online on the YouTube page. So, if you guys see us up, go on the YouTube chat, let us know, you know, what you think of the show and everything, too, and hopefully, like we did with Julian today before World War II.5 started, you can definitely fucking, you know, tell us you want to get into the call. It'll be awesome. It'll be fun. It'll be great. And, yeah, that's all I got to say. Ganja Guru, why don't you tell these folks what we usually tell them at the end of the show? And 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, look at her all comfortable. Wait, no, hold on. I'm going to do something really quick. No. You see this in black and white all day. I'm doing this. Oh, yes, the 50s.